Burnout signs and symptoms, how to prevent and manage. Feeling overwhelmed, drained, like your brain and body just can't keep up anymore? You're not alone. Burnout has become one of the most common challenges of our time. In today's world, where the pace of professional life feels relentless, many of us have found ourselves overwhelmed, exhausted, or simply drained by the demands of work. If you've ever felt this way, know you are not alone. Burnout has become a silent epidemic among working professionals, difficult to recognize and even harder to address until it takes a toll on our mental, emotional, and physical health. This video is here to support you. Today, we'll discuss what burnout is, how to spot the early warning signs, and actionable tips to prevent and manage it. By the end, you'll have tools to nurture your mental well-being and create a healthier, more balanced relationship with work. Let's take a deep breath and dive into it together. First things first, what exactly is burnout? Burnout might feel like another word for stress, but it's more than that. Burnout is a state of chronic emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged or excessive stress. It's a complete depletion of your energy reserves, leaving you feeling stuck, hopeless, and disconnected. Unlike regular stress, which can inspire you to push through challenges, burnout leaves you feeling stuck, drained, and blurred. Imagine this. You used to feel accomplished and energized by your work, but lately, you struggle to get through the day. You feel tired even after a full night of sleep. You've lost joy in tasks that once brought you excitement, and you sense a growing detachment from people and projects you care about. If this sounds familiar, you're likely facing burnout. The key to overcoming burnout is to first understand it. The World Health Organization defines burnout as an occupational phenomenon, characterized by three key elements: exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced professional efficacy. But let me tell you, it's not limited to work. It can creep into every part of your life, your relationships, hobbies, and even your sense of self. Recognizing what burnout looks like is the first step on the path to healing. Here's another important point. Burnout doesn't manifest the same way for everyone. For some, it manifests physically with headaches or constant fatigue. For others, it's an emotional or mental struggle, like feeling apathetic or detached. People have varying thresholds for stress and burnout. What overwhelms one person might be manageable for another. This is why recognizing your unique signs is crucial. Some common signs and symptoms can offer clues. If any of these resonate with you, take note. It may be time to pause and reflect on your mental health. First sign, constant fatigue. You feel exhausted all the time, no matter how much rest you get. This is more than physical and mental tiredness. It's emotional too. Second sign, lack of motivation. Tasks that once energized you now feel like a chore. You feel unmotivated and uninspired, and even small assignments feel overwhelming. Third sign, reduced performance. Burnout affects how you work. Maybe you notice a decrease in productivity, more mistakes, or less creativity. Fourth sign, detachment or cynicism. You find yourself pulling away emotionally, feeling indifferent, or even harboring resentment toward your work, colleagues, or responsibilities. Fifth sign, impact on personal life. Burnout rarely stays contained to work. It can affect your relationships, hobbies, and ability to enjoy life outside of the workplace. If you've experienced any or all of these signs, take it as your mind and body's way of asking for care and attention. Understanding why burnout occurs is just as important as spotting the signs. Burnout isn't about weakness. It's a response to overwhelming pressures from work, expectations, and even ourselves. Here are some reasons. Reason 1, workplace stress. Tight deadlines, overburdened tasks, or unrealistic expectations from supervisors or teams can leave no room for recovery. Reason 2, lack of work-life balance. When work becomes your sole focus, it's easy to lose sight of the activities and people that bring you joy and restoration. Reason 3, perfectionism and high expectations. Often we place immense pressure on ourselves to succeed, achieve, or perform flawlessly. This internal expectation can tire us just as much as external demands. While not all factors are within our control, many are manageable with intention and care. The good news is that burnout can often be prevented through small, mindful actions. Let's explore some strategies you can start incorporating. Hey everyone, before we dive back in, I'd love to know what you think so far. If you're finding this video helpful, a thumbs up would mean the world to me and help others discover it too. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribing is a great way to stay connected. Let's continue. Strategy 1. Healthy boundaries. Define clear limits between work and personal life. This could mean setting specific stop times for responding to emails or unplugging from work completely on weekends. Strategy 2. Time management. Don't try to do it all. Prioritize your tasks, delegate when possible, and don't hesitate to ask for help. Strategy 3. Regular breaks. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Step away for a quick walk, stretch, or even 5 minutes of silence to recharge during the workday. Strategy 4. Workplace communication. Don't hesitate to speak up if your workload or deadlines feel unmanageable. Open communication with your supervisor or team about expectations can lead to a healthier workflow. Preventing burnout doesn't require a life overhaul. It's about consistent, small changes that protect your energy and well-being. Self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about creating habits that meet your personal needs and nourish you. Here are a few self-care practices to consider. Prioritize sleep. A good night's sleep provides your body and mind with the recovery it needs. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night and try to create a relaxing bedtime routine. Incorporate exercise. Movement helps release stress. Whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, or dancing to your favorite music, find a physical activity that you enjoy. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can ground you in the present and help calm an anxious mind. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, or journaling can be great tools to center yourself. Burnout thrives when rest and play are absent from our lives. By permitting yourself to look after your needs, you're building a resilient foundation. If you're already feeling the weight of burnout, know that it's okay to need help. Here's how to start managing and recovering. Identify the root cause. Reflect on what's driving your burnout. Is it workload? Lack of balance? Perfectionism? Knowing the root cause helps you address the problem at its source. Adjust work habits. It's okay to slow down. Focus on doing less but better. Take on fewer commitments and say no to non-essential demands on your time. Seek professional support. Sometimes burnout requires guidance beyond self-care. A therapist or counselor can provide tailored strategies and validation for your experience. Lean on support systems. Share your struggles with loved ones or trusted colleagues. Having someone to confide in can be incredibly comforting. Recovery from burnout doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process. But with time and intentional care, you can regain balance and thrive again. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. Burnout is not a sign of failure. It's a signal from your mind and body that something needs to change. And change is possible. You're not alone in this, and you don't have to face it alone either. There are tools, resources, and people who can help you find your way back to calm, joy, and fulfillment. Even small steps can make a big difference. Whether it's committing to a 10-minute walk each day, starting a gratitude journal, or putting your phone down 30 minutes before bed, start where you can. Remember, taking care of your mental health is not just about avoiding burnout. It's about thriving in your work, your relationships, and your life. You are deserving of rest, balance, and peace. As we wrap up, let's reflect. Does any of this resonate with you? Perhaps you've recognized some signs of burnout in your life or identified a much-needed boundary you want to set. Take one small, actionable step today, whether it's having a conversation with your manager, setting a time to unplug, or simply journaling your thoughts. Thank you for taking this journey with me today. Remember, prioritizing your mental health is an act of strength. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Orion Vitality. And don't forget to comment below. What's one thing you're doing today to prevent burnout? Let's support each other in this journey.